together. These heroes, like the Enigma wants to kind of farm up. Clockwork is way more of like a sacrificial position 3, but he likes the levels. So it really makes a lot of sense. And then Enigma can just pull the lane back for the Clockwork, and Clockwork never really wins lanes unless he's killing people, and he does that with levels. So it's not like you have to get some like epic CS or trade with people epically with spells. Like that's not how Clock wins lanes. He doesn't do that. He kills you. He runs at you with battery assault, right? So it's it makes a lot of sense. I would love to see them. I would love to see them do that, but maybe with a Chen and a Lone Druid already, like they feel like they have enough summons. It's a little weird, like really doubling and tripling down on that.
You just go all in on the summons. You go Beastmaster mid again,
and then the Earthshaker comes out and you lose.
Wait, yeah. All right.
Into clock, it would be pretty bad. It would be pretty bad, but you know, there's a lot of heroes that deal with summons. Midas Club could definitely go for some sort of like Kunkka pick at this point, but I also would like to see something that deals with that Lone Druid Bear. Lots of ranged heroes are good against it, like Nature's Prophet is great against it, but they already have Centaur, so they're not going to run an offlane Natures, I think.
You think they go back to the Pango?
You know, it's an easier game for it because there wouldn't be as much on him to disable in the fights. There's like a lot more disable. So really the problem with the last game was that there was so much pressure on the Pango as the only disabler, but they had so much counters to the Pango. Okay, so it's a mid Lone Druid most likely, and then they're going to run the Ursa against Centaur lane, which means Midas Club can pick a mid that deals with Lone Druid and maybe run like the Ember safe lane. They can also run the Ursa if you're Thunder Predator into the Ember, and that's a very easy lane for Ursa. Thunder Predator has a really nice draft, at least when it comes to laning. I think their laning is really strong right now. Midas Club's all about team fighting. God, you know what I would like to see? Like a Venomancer. Something that really punishes the... Okay, I wanted to say that. I was gonna say Veno or Necro. Just because it's something that deals with the fact that there's these massive amount of like melee heroes on Thunder Predator that all have high HP pools. Veno's like better for kiting, but the Necrophos is way better at dealing with the Lone Druid Bear. You just sit in lane and hit it, and it has such high HP that just the Heartstopper is enough to kill that thing. Really nice counter. Razor used to be a good counter too. Back when the suck was sucked more damage at level 1.
You know, we were talking about scythes earlier with our little Dark Souls commentary, but now you finally got the Necro.
So, yeah, I'm glad to see it. Solid hero. I think it's in a good place. It's had a pretty high win rate ever since like, a couple of patches ago. I think they like extended the Heartstopper range. They increased the damage a little bit, and then they added the talent for HP regen reduction on Heartstopper at level 20, as well as they added the new Aghanims, where it has the ghost form has like a lower cooldown and doubles the Heartstopper damage. So like for a few reasons, this hero basically has been trending upward for the last few patches. So it's good to see in more games.
Ban the troll. If they're banning the troll, do they think this Ember's a 4?
I think so. I think you could run the Ember 4 here. It's Hiko. Hiko can kind of play almost anything as a 4. He's one of those versatile 4 players. And I would say Batrider is like an insanely good pick here for Thunder Predator. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Just kidding. Not that good.
So now... I was gonna say, so like, put the Clock 3, go Earthshaker 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could do Earthshaker 3 even. It's really good against a PL in lane. The only problem is like Jakiro will kind of own an Earthshaker because he's just melee range all the time, and you're dual breathing him. It'll own him in lane. If you run the Necro versus the Earthshaker, it'll do really well. But the Earthshaker has a favorable matchup versus PL and Ember Spirit, and Centaur. So I really feel like Earthshaker makes a lot of sense. Just kidding. It's a Phoenix.
Got a little too excited. Duster on the Jakiro, Hiko with that 4 Ember, HFN with the Phantom Lancer, Murdoch on the Necro, and 65 with the Centaur.
Okay, so the Phoenix answers the Necrophos better than the Earthshaker would. But yet it still has some sort of way of dealing with the PL, right? Like you have all of the AoE spells of the Phoenix that will clear all the PL illusions, but then that's all magic damage too, and you're a ranged hero. So the Necrophos will melt as well. So I actually do like the Phoenix as like a middle ground between dealing with the PL and dealing with the Necrophos. It kind of does really well against both. It's Frank Chen. So this is a side lane Chen.
Yeah, that's
Chen, which we've been seeing a lot more of. Oh my goodness.
I saw Old 11 play the 3-position Chen, but he also played it mid. It was super exciting.
Yeah, I saw Envy do this recently.
I love when we see it.
I tweeted Eternal Chenvy, and it got like 100 likes. It's the easiest 100 likes I've ever farmed in my life.
I need to get more interaction on my Twitch, guys. Just like every tweet, please. Thanks. I need that verification check mark.
You do, dude. You do.
I need people to know it's actually me. Not that I think anybody would impersonate me. So I think I'm verified in that way. I don't know anybody who wants to be me.
Do you think if I change my official name to Bkop, that like people would allow that? If I just insisted on it?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. How annoying would that be for you?
You just take over some other caster's name.
Like who's to actually say that I can't do that, you know? It's just if I brand totally differently.
God, that would be hilarious, actually.
Nobody can stop me.
You just change your name, or I change my name.
I am the Bkop.
My name is Capitalist now.
Well, that one's I think a lot more reasonable because being a capitalist is a thing. Being a Bkop is like, I mean, I'm sure tons of people have asked you where the heck your name even comes from.
It's just my name. It's literally just my name. It's Ben Koplo Bkop. It's like super simple.
Still, that's you know, that's clearly impersonating you. Some of the players.
They ask you where it's from.
Sometimes.
No, I'm saying like they ask you where you got the name Bkop from.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, I had a friend and he had a dog, and the dog had a cousin. The cousin's name was Big.
Who names their son Big?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. My cousin's dog's mother or something. Come on, relax. I can't even remember what your last name is. You just said it. I can't remember. Coppernick?
Copolo. My friend's name is actually Koppelnick. That's crazy that you just said that.
I've never heard that last name before. Everybody's heard Jenkins because of Leroy.
Yeah. Does that get said to you a lot?
Oh, all the time. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that think I'm just stealing Leroy. It's just my name. I'm just Jenkins. That's just what I've always been called. That's what my friends called me. They called my brother Jenkins too, which was really weird. My older brother. Yeah, so people called me Baby Jenkins, but I felt like that sounded too much like a rapper name. Like a weird mix of a rapper name and an Irish, like some leprechaun name. I can say that I'm Irish. Ooh, that's a good monster. Do you play the pause games?
No.
Be honest.
Well, it depends.
Be honest.
Because sometimes people just come back immediately.
Where is the pause game?
It's not
Why is it not
here? Yeah.
Like, what happened? Did they just remove them entirely?
We didn't update.
There was an update.
Was there?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't think we've noticed. I think it's just been gone for a couple of games.
Hours. Yeah. Because it was definitely there before.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I remember people were complaining about it though on Reddit. So, you know, Valve, they like to listen to their Reddit.
Oh, guys, Valve likes to listen to Reddit. Just tell them you want to see us at TI.
Well, when you go that far, Valve has some jurisdiction.
I'm farming likes here, guys.
When it comes to really horrible decisions. Just kidding. Look at this.
Oh,
another aggro try with the PL. Centaur playing towards top. Which is funny, because I feel like PL against Chen would be fine.
30 seconds to battle.
That's a good core matchup for PL. But I suppose the Phoenix is a problem. A bit? I don't know. This will shut down Ursa more to have Okay, Thunder Predator. They don't want to let the lanes be like this. They rotate the Ursa top and Shen towards the bot lane.
Let's see if they commit to that. Because they're definitely holding still and looking for their matchups.
The battle begins.
Yeah, they need to just sit mid and wait.
I've seen this a lot. There was a couple of Chinese games that I saw where they were sitting mid so long that they'll like farm this camp together. The 1 and the 3 will farm this camp together, and then they'll split to their lanes. And all of a sudden they come to the lane, their supports are level 3.
It's always a nice game for supports when this happens.
Mm-hmm.
When there's the lane swapping. That way supports can finally get some CS, you know. Very nice. Not for too long in this game though. They figured it out pretty quick.
I'll send Matthew towards bottom. I want to see what Matthew's impact is going to be in this game as well, because he had such an impact on that Tusk. Like, I'm curious to see if he can keep that kind of pace up.
He has a first spell
Frank.
clogged, so
He might just be dead here. Yeah, there. Okay, Cogs.
well, speaking of impact,
Frank. So close. And that's impact to keep him alive. Oh my god.
oh, so close.
He's working with a Tango now and a headdress regen.
Yeah, he's low. I think they can just keep spamming him out here, and not much he can do about that. Sending his salve out, but that'll give him about 20 seconds of sustain.
False idolatry.
Oh, Frank with the deny.
Oh. Huh?
Oh my goodness. That was such a joke.
I really wish they played that voice line right there, please.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Sexy
yeah.
fat ends up dead. Top MJZ with MNZ. The combo of the M's. The M&M lane. Getting themselves a kill onto the Centaur.
They also both have short 3-letter names that end in Z.
Yeah.
Z? Z? What do you Americans call it?
I go Z. If I'm talking to an international crowd, maybe I'll say Z.
Zway. That's what we say. Us Canadians. That's a lie.
How's mid going? Leo
Pretty easy
style.
for Murdoch.
8-3 to Murdoch's 13-1. Certainly having a good time so far. And he's got 2 into the Heartstopper aura and 1 into the Death Pulse. Is this a completely like skip Ghost Shroud kind of lane?
I think 1 point's not bad just to stay safe, but he'll probably hold the point and try to maximize Heartstopper just because it destroys the bear. It's got so much HP.
Mm-hmm. Duster. Not a lot of mana to work with. Taking some damage from Frank. I'm very curious as to see what Frank can do on this core Chen. Seems like a very difficult hero to make things happen on when you're playing him in the core role.
I agree. I'm not a huge believer. I almost feel like whenever it's played in a core role, it's just basically a support, and then you have one of the supports take over the core role. Like this Phoenix will get huge, you know? It's, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, a lot of people are picking it right now. It seems like a bit of a meme, though.
Trying to also figure out like, who are your main egg hitters here on Midas Club.
PL, basically PL. Like he dispels it, and so once the level 2 egg comes out, it's a lot harder for them to kill it. They'll need like the PL +1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, it's a great Phoenix game when it comes to going late. It's really great for Phoenix because, like you said, there really aren't that many actual egg hitters. When Necro is one of your best egg hitters, you know you have a problem.
This bear, Leo Styles bear, just just about surviving, getting away from Murdoch, who did go in one on Ghost Shroud, but also 3 into the Heartstopper Aura, so definitely not a comfortable feeling so far for the lone Druid mid. 18 and 6. Shakiro taking some damage as he's forced to back away, but Frank slowed up, and Hiko thinking about maybe diving in. He's only level 2, so he's got one of the Searing Chains, one of the Sight. Not a lot to work with. And Matthew, he really wanted to get one of these bounty runes, but he ends up missing both. So it ended up being 2 for 2.
Dire's middle tower.
That's fair. It's pressure. You know, it requires 3 heroes to come over there and stop Matthew from doing this. Whereas Lone Druid got to kind of just sit mid. So it's something. Yeah, if you can get like a free bounty rune snipe in this patch, it's so incredibly important. They're worth so much gold. I know I keep saying it, but not enough gold.
They're 50 each in that first one. Here's the battle pass.
Yeah, there it is.
But
I wonder if like the coordinator was down or something.
The playground coordinator.
Hey man, sometimes when the Dota coordinator goes off, some weird stuff starts happening. So you never know.
I mean, the bounty runes are 250 each. You control 4 of them early on, and all of a sudden, you get 1,000 gold towards your team immediately. Or,
yeah,
1,000 gold.
It's nuts. It's really nuts. You go late game too. You pick up one bounty. It's like a 500 gold swing. You know, that's when you see the real gold difference being made. Is when the bounty spawn. And same with the XP from outposts. They nerfed the early XP from outposts. It's like 150 on the first one, but it scales really nicely. Like it gives a lot more XP for the second and third. You cannot skip those outposts. You can't ignore them. Do you like the outposts or shrines better?
It depends, because like shrines back in the day were like what, 5 shrines in your base. It made high grounding so hard.
That was not cool. That was traumatic. They shouldn't have done that.
I almost feel like they should bring one back. Just in your
One
base.
outpost, one shrine, something like that.
I don't know why I looked away from Frank. I knew he was dead, and I moved my camera away coming out of that pause.
Toxic player.
Ooh, Reaper Sight on the bear. Okay.
100% worth it. The bear gives 300 gold and 300 XP at this point, which is way more than a hero would give him. Especially with, once again, all the gold changes. The bear has not been changed in terms of the gold that it gives. So anytime you can kill the bear, it's so much worse for the Lone Druid than the hero dying. And
it puts Leo style without a bear for 30 seconds afterwards. Sexy Fat TPing away, nothing to stop that. He'll go all the way back to base, so it'll be the long walk back, but he is coming back with a ring of health, and Chen dead again. I am sorry. I am 0 for 3.
He just walked up and got slowed and stunned and all of the abilities in the kitchen sink from the Midas Club crew. See, this is what I expect when people pick Chen Core. This is exactly what I expect. Nothing against Frank. He had a fantastic performance last game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But it seems hard to do much on.
Fortified.
I'm not sold just yet.
So it ends up bringing MJZ down here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
As well as Sexy Fat. Sexy Fat made the rotation over. This is gonna be interesting if they just give up this tier 1 tower. He's trying to pull the creeps away, make this a little bit more difficult, but the answers are minimal as they're continuing to allow MNZ to farm up towards top, and they continue to want Leo style to farm mid, so they'll let that tower go for free.
I like the play from the Phoenix grabbing the wave though. Like this is just annoying. It's really delaying the push. It's wasting time. We've seen Thunder Predator, like both of their supports are really good at doing this, just being annoying with their bodies. And sure, they're not super leveled, they're not going to kill anybody, but they're wasting time, and that's the name of the game in Dota. And of course, Midas is 2k ahead for that, but still delays it a little bit.
Hiko finding MJZ, gets the Sight as well as the Searing Chains to finish him off. He was sent low. was just trying to build some time and space, and eventually had to come back to his side of the map and was found by the Ember. And this has been a complete turnaround from the first game so far for Midas Club. 3-1 with a 1,000 net worth lead. It was up towards 2K for a moment. Like, they're playing this one a lot better than the first.
Yeah, I also think it's, you know, they're on Brazil servers this time, so it's a lot better ping for them. Worth noting. Sexy Fat's being so active with the Centaur.
Sight, Searing Chains, Reaper Sight. Down goes MJZ. Another easy kill, but MNZ, he's now here, puts in rage. Ice Path comes through. They've got the cogs around Sexy Fat, trying to at least get Duster. MNZ continuing to give chase. They know there's no Reaper Scythe available. They'll jump on Duster, get the kill, rooting on Murdoch. Searing Chains is through into MNZ. The damage is there. They'll take out the Ursa. Now they turn this. They look over at the bear, and we're resummoned.
So close. So close. 300 gold, man. That's a lot of money in this economy.
That bear's a quick stimulus.
It really is. That's the Trump money right there. The Trump money of Dota. Did you get that? Did you get the Trump money? Everybody got it, right?
Yeah, well, my mom didn't get it, or my brother.
Oh, that sucks. Did you get it? You just styled on him?
I put it right towards dead.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't get Trump money. Very unfortunate.
Gotta get the Trudeau money.
I couldn't get that either. I'm not a student anymore. It's rough.
Royal Jelly for both teams. Always a nice one to have. And it
It's a
is
nice
Battle
one.
Fury Ursa again, so we've seen Ursa struggle early to come back, mainly Sammy Boy.
I think the Battle Fury makes a lot of sense too versus the PL. Just clear the illusions. Otherwise, their only answer is the Phoenix, which is decent, but a little bit more is kind of needed to really clear the illusions. Like Battle Fury plus Phoenix Sunray, I think that's enough to like shred illusions at any point in the game.
Tangled up in my own wire. There we go. All right, so back to it. 3,000 net worth lead here for Midas Club. Matthew Invis. But he's only level 4. He does have this Tome of Knowledge, push him towards that 6. And from there, you know, they'll have the long-range initiation. The question is, can they use it to make something happen? And he actually uses the Tome, and he's short of level 6. They go after Leo style. They do use the Stampede, and they get 300 more gold for Murdoch. These are Reaper Scythes being used on the bear that are getting him the XP and gold. Sitting level 9 and second on the net worth, doing a decent job so far.
Oh, he's got so much. He's got so much net worth. Like 1,000 gold of this is from the bear.
He might just get another bear.
No. The chains missed. That would have been really nice though if it did. They did hit.
Matthew is second away from 6. They do have the Supernova to work with. Cogs push away Murdoch. Now Ice Path lands onto the Phoenix. They've got the Dual Breath hitting onto Matthew. Remnant in the middle and then back. Look at where this Supernova is. And... oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah.
Wow.
That'll happen. When you put your Supernova right in the middle of 4 heroes, you're going to get tipped.
I think he was really hoping to get Hiko right before dying there. Bit ballsy.
Sexy Fat. One more shot. There it is. MNZ running him down and pushing himself closer and closer to that Battle Fury. But Murdoch's coming through with a haste. Slight with the Searing Chains. And all of a sudden, well, MNZ needs to run. Hand of God used by Chen. MNZ, though, still can't run it out. It is impossible to run from this hasted Murdoch Necro.
You know, it's kind of a strange interaction that when you Searing Chains and Ursa Earth Shocks, he still casts it. He just stands in place while casting it. But if you Searing Chains a Pangolier, he can't just ult. Like, I wonder what the distinction is for this ability is completely disabled by Chains and what's not. Oh, wait, what?
The Chen and the Clockwork got HFN? Did they have Lone Druid?
Really?
Oh, jeez, I'm missing kills left and right. I'm so sorry, guys.
So
I was looking at the damage
shocked.
report. Cameraman bad. Spam it in chat. I deserve it. MNZ now surrounded. Stampede comes out. They've got heroes rotating here for the side of Thunder Predator. Now look over at Hiko. They have hookshot? No, it's down. They use that to get the kill on the Phantom Lancer.
I'm shocked HFN died. I feel like he's immortal in this game. I don't see what they have that can kill HFN. I really don't. It's like they have to perfectly combo clockwork spells into a Lone Druid Fear and then chase him at low HP or something. But that's... What if he just doppels away?
Sightseeing chains out into the Ursa with a Reaper Scythe. Gets him low, doesn't kill him, but afterwards Duster will finish him off with the Liquid Fire shot coming through. MJZ was here to try and help, but not much he can do except just watch.
He could egg into 4 heroes again. If he really wanted to.
If he wants to farm the Battle Pass levels that badly, I guess he could.
That's true. Get them guild points for Thunder Predator. Doing them a service.
Man, Murdoch. Just as farmed as this PL.
Shockingly, Frank is as farmed as Centaur. Even though he's at Shen.
There's a Remnant right there, and I think they're looking for the opportunity to get a Supernova down, but they're going to need more than this. They look towards the bear. They'll take out the first one. Now he'll resummon it. Icarus dive over. He has Supernova available, but now he doesn't have the Icarus dive to get him in the right positioning if he's going to look to get to the back of this. Supernova used, looks over at Murdoch. Battery Assault into the Ghost Shroud. Murdoch getting body blocked. Supernova will pop. They finally take the life of the Necro. Murdoch falls to MNZ, who is just shy of getting this Battle Fury.
So much damage from Thunder Predator with the Phoenix and the Clockwork. Lots of magic immunity, piercing, Ghost Trap piercing damage. It's not so free to get away from this Thunder Predator lineup if you're a Necro. And they turn that into Roche because they have Chen Ursa, so you can do that.
Turned it into Roche, now he's got the Aegis, and with that timing, it'll be Aegis with the Battle Fury. So some time to potentially farm here for MNZ. Maybe, with that farm, he can pull his team and pull his net worth a little bit higher, pull his team out of the depths of a 4,000 net worth deficit.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
PL still needs to show up to something, though. He's just been kind of taking over the spot area. I think and this is an HFN Classic, too, so... Nice stun.
They'll get the stun. They've got the Macro Pyre, no egg, MJZ. 27 seconds off that Supernova. They'll get the kill onto the Phoenix. Not really much they can do. And this is Midas Club starting to take over the map. You look at how far in they are, and really not much to push them out. They're going to stay past the river. It doesn't feel like they're going to have any need to get out of this one.
I like that MNZ is staying top, though, and just constantly pressuring this top lane. It's kind of the only thing that's keeping them in this game. I think they could get stuck in their base if he comes back, so they don't want to risk it. They're just waiting it out. Just, look on Murdoch.
And they'll look to go get this Necro. Murdoch, though, now a blink with the hoof stomp coming through from Sexy Fat and a guy in Hiko. Slight. Not enough damage to kill anybody on either side just yet, but the Remnant's on to Frank. Frank is low. Frank is gone. They'll fear Sexy Fat away, but the Reaper Scythe comes in onto the bear again. So they take out the bear, 300 gold, a bunch of experience there for Murdoch once more, and it forces him to respawn the bear once more.
It's good, and I like it, and I like that he's done it, but at a certain point, you definitely need to stop farming the bear, and you need to start killing heroes, because he just resummons the bear, and then Midas can't push, right? So it's like, I think it's getting close to that point where you no longer should farm with Scythe. You should start using it on actual heroes, so that way somebody's dead and you can get objectives. Perhaps when PL is ready. Maybe that's exactly when we're going to see this happen. When PL has his defusal.
Again, Midas Club just staying past the river, pressuring the tier 2 tower. Sight-searing chains onto the Phoenix, trying to force out the Supernova or kill him. I mean, either way, Supernova now comes in. They've got the cogs around these heroes, but can they kill the egg? Yes, they can. So MJZ is gone. Murdoch surviving. Macropyre as well as the Ice Path. That locks up Matthew, and MNZ now diving into this one. He'll use the Enrage. Phantom Lancer has shown up to the fight. They will take the Aegis so quickly. And Ice Path on the respawn, second life gone, and Midas Club 9,000 net worth ahead. HFN shows his head into the fight, and they just rip through Thunder Predator.
So I don't mean to call him out. Okay, so it looks like Midas is calling him out. Leo Style actually denied the egg. It was about to pop. It was like a fraction of a second away from popping, and Leo Style killed it. He killed his own egg. And so Necro had just attacked, and so had Ember Spirit. So they were both on attack cooldown. And then Leo Style denies the egg. So it actually may have popped, and I think that's why the tip came out, because Murdoch thought it was just about as funny as I did. It's a cheeky play. It's a cheeky play. He doesn't want them to get the egg, to get the kill, but I don't think he realized how close it was to popping.
At this point, I feel like you either let it go or let it die.
Right, like what's that gold gonna really do when the enemy team has a 10k gold lead already? Is it really a big deal to feed 150? I don't think so.
Sight-searing chains onto the Phoenix in the Macropyre. Again, troublesome for MJZ. Have the Supernova and Reaper Scythe the bear again. Give me the gold.
And Murdoch is just farming. He's so greedy. He's so he's huge though because he's doing this. Really, he's got a halberd. He's a big boy.
He has got Yule's mech halberd.
Never refuse gold.
Very tanky, with an essence ring to boot. Big beefy boy up here. And would you believe he went the damage talent? He has all these tank items, and he went the damage talent.
That's a bit strange, for sure.
He just likes to leave us guessing, you know?
What will he do next?
Keep us on our feet, on our toes, as they say.
He's now going for a late Radiance. Why not?
Sure. Whatever. At this point, he feels immortal.
Matthew just trying to get away, but now Bkop Stomp. Frank's dead to HFN. They'll get the kill into Matthew. They'll take out a second. Duster on a killing spree. Certainly playing a lot more Dota than he did in the first game. 3-1 and 6 to what? He had 9 deaths in the previous one?
Yep. It's rough. See, this is what I expected. I know there's like server issues, and as well as, this game is just being played a lot better by Midas. But I really think these teams are a lot closer than the first game made it.
Is he gonna Reaper Sight the bear again? He doesn't have Reaper Sight for another 17 seconds.
Oh, you can bet he would.
But the bear is dead, and they don't have bear respawn for another 13, so the high ground's just in trouble.
All right, Bkop. How much you want to bet that he Reaper Sights the next bear?
It's almost guaranteed, but I'm gonna say no. I think I'll give myself plus 105 odds. So here they go. Ice Path's down, and they've got themselves a Reaper Scythe onto the Ursa. MNZ doesn't die from that, but will eventually fall. HFN gets the kill on MNZ. Hiko takes out MJZ. Macropyre's down, and the tier 3 looking low and looking like it's going to be gone. They just brought back this bear. It'll be gone for 100 seconds with no respawn. So Lone Druid basically just the creep at this point.
Yeah, not looking too great, this second pick Lone Druid. I understand, like, of course.
There's the GG.
Yeah, that's it. The Necro really completely shut it down in lane, and just in the game. So easy to kill the bear, as well as this bottom lane, the Chen. I mean, I don't want to blame it just on draft, obviously. Midas Club played phenomenally this game. We had HFN was on one of his signature heroes, the PL, so I think that's always going to help. They had really great aggro tri-lane. Frank's rotations were, or sorry, not Frank. What the hell is their offlaner? The Centaur.
Sexy Fat.
Sexy Fat's rotations were beautiful. He got the bottom tower and the mid tower really early on and left a lane that just was so dangerous for him. He didn't want to be there in the first place. So they played really well. But also, I do think that like this Chen was just didn't feel like it did anything. Neither did the Lone Druid. Like I think Midas Club won this draft without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean it was certainly a good one here for Midas Club. Hiko, 13,000, almost 14,000 hero damage. More than HFN and Sexy Fat combined almost. I mean, that's wild. He's a 4-position Ember doing that much damage and really participated in just about everything. 5-0 and 12, 17 to 18 kills were with Hiko. And yeah, ends up as a 1-1 split. Thunder Predator steamroll through game 1 and Midas Club steamroll through game 2, and maybe that has to do something with the server. First game Peru, second game Brazil. Who knows? I couldn't tell you, but
I think it's like it's an impact, but it's not. It shouldn't result in stomps like this, in my opinion. I really think this patch is snowbally. It really is snowbally. Like there's no comeback mechanic. It just doesn't exist. It was there for XP for a while, and now it's not. There's no comeback gold. There's no comeback XP. It doesn't exist. It's like kill streaks. You kill a guy, a team can have 30k net worth lead on you, and if you kill the support, you get nothing for it because the support's poor. Like that used to get you back into the game, but it doesn't anymore. So basically, a lot of the games are complete stomps, and I find that it's that way in pubs too. I don't know how your pubs have been feeling, but it really feels stompy one way or the other. It's like laning and early team fights that feel like they matter a lot right now.
We'll see how that will go with, speaking of servers and all that, how it will go with Business Associates against Beast Coast, because I know that's 2 different servers, two teams in 2 different regions. So, yeah. I mean, that's coming up next. Business Associates, Beast Coast coming up next for you. I'm your caster, Bkop, joined here by Jenkins. We'll see what comes up for us and how it'll go. At Bkop92, at Jenkins Dota on Twitter. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay right there. We'll be right back.